and family of DiamondTrail Ranch, how are we doing today? So I've been thinking about something lately, and I don't know if this is a good idea or if I'm about to regret it immediately, but I'm seriously considering starting our homesteading day here at 5 a.m. Not after the school drop off like we usually do. That just kind of usually makes the most sense. But we may start doing it here at 5 a.m. What do you guys do? Not mid-morning. It just seems to kind of make more sense to do it a little later, right? So, before the sun even comes up. The issue I have is just, well, let's talk about it. You kind of always feel like you're playing catch up, right? If you wait. Well, if you run a homestead, you know what I'm talking about, I'm sure, right? There's always something to do. It's not just one thing, it's everything, and it's all day, right? And right now, our daily routine, well, the kids go to school, then they rush, I rush back. We start that feeding routine, right? Then we water, get that clean up. Something might break. All the roosters might go after one of the hens. I'm kidding there, but you can see it. Just something else might need attention. Well, it seems a little easier to address said attention if you're doing it earlier, am I right? I mean, before you know it, half your day is already gone if you waited. So, let me show you what we're actually managing every day, okay? So the big duck pen is over there on that back wall there next to that Fortnite castle next door. They mostly get duck feed, but we mix in a little chicken feed for some extra calories, plus it helps save on the bill a little bit, especially right now, while we're trying to keep production up and keep them healthy. Ducks do eat a lot. Okay, they eat a lot. They really do. And they waste a lot, to be honest. So managing feed is a real thing. I will say we have to go in there and get eggs daily. I say if you're not getting them at least once every 3 days, I wouldn't go past that third day if you're collecting for eating. Just because at that point, you really don't know, the timing on your eggs. So, and then we have our coon over here, right? Okay, she gets pig pellets and a flake of hay every day. She did come to us overweight. That's all right. So we're trying to keep it balanced. She doesn't get snacks and junk food or anything like that. She's not getting overfed. We spread her feed out for her. We still make sure she's getting everything she needs nutritionally, though, of course. She's getting pig-specific food. So the goats, let me tell you about a whole operation all by itself. We have a lot of goats, if you couldn't tell, like a lot of goats. They're getting their hay pellets. We do a mixture here with some sweet feed, the hay pellets. Sunflower seeds get mixed into it. And goats are funny, honestly, because if you don't stay consistent, they will absolutely let you know about it. Look at Bucky over here. I mean, helping out with the hay. It's just, goats are funny. They really let you know. They do. We also got a cow recently. She's hanging out over there right now. She still technically needs a name. We're kind of calling her all kinds of nicknames right now. She is currently getting a sweet feed / hay setup right now. Fresh water. Of course, we stick with the fresh water, guys. The cow is a whole new level for us because now we're stepping into that the cow milk production. Of course, we do goat milk production here as well. We have raw milk, obviously, so if you have any questions about that, feel free to ask. We're actually thinking about breeding the cow as well. She's very young, so she's only about a year. We just recently got her. We're working on her, getting some hands-on training with her, that kind of thing. So she's still skittish because she's only ever known her mother, which is okay. So every day she's getting a little bit more hands-on. This is Bambi eating her hay. You know, cows, they're a beautiful thing though. They are, especially for a homestead, especially in uncertain times. Rabbits, we do have rabbits as well. Simple but consistent. Feed and water them every single day. Guys, there's no skipping that at all. Right now we keep them in our chicken coop in here. It keeps them nice and out of the heat. We stack right now. We got the male. We just recently got a male. He's stacked on top of the 2 females as an introduction. For the longest time we actually didn't know we had 2 females, so now we do. So we will be breeding rabbits. We got female, male. You know, they have their areas where they stay, their little dens. They have feed, water. Check it daily, change them daily. You know how it is. Rabbits are absolutely one of the most efficient animals you can raise on a homestead. There's no doubt about that. You know, then you got your little ducks, which I actually let out right now. Typically I feed them. I feed them over here. So I call them a drip pan. That's what we called them in the military. The feed bucket, the feed pan there. I feed them, and then I come back, let them out. You know, they do their swimming in the pools. Not the residential pool, but the other ones. Drink their water, do what they're gonna do. You know, live the dream kind of stuff. Little ducks are nice. They're succession ducks for us. We have succession chicks as well on the back porch currently. You know. Fresh feed, fresh water, clean shavings every single day. That alone is a routine inside of a routine. It just is. And then of course we have dogs. We have 6 dogs currently, and we have 3 cats. Okay. Our dogs, we do consider them working dogs. They protect everything out here. You know, they're not just pets, they're part of the system. We have Bruno, Echo, Mitzi, Rain, Storm, Cloud, and Bruno. I don't think I mentioned Bruno. So they're part of the system. We cycle our dogs. There's actually Mitzi right there. She's a corgi. She is a rescue. I believe all of our dogs are rescues except one of them. So 5 of the 6 are rescues. There's a little chick. She would technically be, I guess feral's the word, huh? She hatched out here on her own, just part of the homestead daily life. We have another chick somewhere too. She's actually got a second one somewhere. So these guys have been, she's not even part of the feeding routine or anything. It's kind of funny. You know, when you add all that kind of stuff up though, it's not a quick chore list. It's hours, guys. It takes time every single day. And the problem is when you start late, everything stacks on top of each other. Are you doing anything else? I mean, holy cow, right? You know, so, well, here's what I'm thinking, you know, because the realization kind of hits you. It's like, man, well, how do you maximize your time with that? I think we should just get up earlier, honestly. Don't start the feed routine at 9 o'clock in the morning, you know, or 10, because then you're by, you know, noon, 1 o'clock, it's like, do you even have that kind of time? And what day is it? Do you have appointments or anything? Or are you working? Or God knows what. I mean, so if we start at 5 a.m., right, it's cooler because that Florida heat is absolutely no joke. Animals are much calmer. You know, you're just not rushed at 5 a.m. You can actually move with intention. You get a nice routine. You set up 1 scoop, 2 scoop, 3 scoop. You know, you stack your scoops on your buckets, and then you go down the line. You know, you address your, you know, make sure no ducks are floating in, you know, buckets of water. It happens, man. There's a lot of beating hearts here. So, you know, you come out and you say, okay, well, I usually start with the loud ones first, so, and I work from left to right. So I come out here and I do the big duck pen, pig, Bucky, these ladies with their babies, cow, these two males. There's a wether in there. Mr. Moo is a wether, and then Ghost Pepper I call him, but his name is Hershey. And you got the other, the big pen. We call it the big goat pen. Rabbits, little chicks. I'm sorry, not chicks. Little ducks go in there, and then we have succession chicks on the back porch, back by the pool you saw back there. So, you know, by the time I think starting that early is great, because by the time everyone else is starting up their day, you know, the homestead is taken care of effectively, and then you can go out later on and just kind of check, maintain, because it's hot, man, and they drink some water here. Now on top of all that, you got projects going too, right? Well, the mower is currently under extended warranty, getting repaired. I'll show you guys, it's over here, which means we haven't been able to do the front yard for a while now like we want to. The goats handle the backyard, and the chickens, you can see the grass here, it's not, you know, anything crazy. Duck feathers are because we turned some ducks and chickens into meat, and they are in the freezer. Ask us about that. Over here to the mower. So we have our mower there. Ka-ching! It is a sitting duck right now because the gas and brake don't work. The hydrostatic, the transmission went kaput. So, and that's with labor and everything, that's a very, very expensive, like $600 fix. Luckily for us, we are blessed, and our extended warranty is still active. So, the horses and the donkey, which I did not forget. On that side they have their own acre over there. It goes way, 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 way back there. If you're new to the channel, they have tons of, I mean, it goes way back there. So they get fed at nighttime. It's part of the rhythm we've just stuck with. You know, Andy's a little loud, our donkey, but that's okay. He's not always, you know, he's just doing his job. The garden, guys, and we garden here. I know, it's crazy. Get your protein in, man, because we are getting our steps in, you know. People say, you know, are you active? And I'm like, well, I mean, I live on a homestead, you know what I mean? Like, it's just, you know, you're not, yeah, we don't sit much. There's a garden back there. It's got lots of seeds going, beans, various beans, squash, cucumbers, peppers, tomatoes, you name it. That kind of stuff is going right now. Seeds are in the ground, and it's kind of one of the most important parts of everything we're doing, because animals are great, guys, but growing your own food, can we talk about that for a minute? Holy cow, that's my favorite thing is gardening. I love gardening. It is so good for your mental health. It's next level. Every season you just get a little bit better at it too. I'm going to be trellising up, you know. I'm going to follow that squash very closely. I'm going to try to get it standing up as it grows, because I always have a hard time with it sprawling across the ground, and then next thing you know, it's got, you know, that powdery mildew all over it. I'm like, man, so now I got it in direct sunlight this time around, where the seeds are, and I'm hoping that'll help keep the moisture is what causes powdery mildew on squash. So anyway, you know, the various beans, peas. No, I didn't do peas because it's not the time of year for that. But I'll be real with you guys. There's days where it feels like a lot. But at the same time, we're blessed. God is good. Guys, the past is the past. You move forward one day at a time. We're building something real out here. It's not perfect. We are truly blessed. God is good. You know, we try to do things for God, you know, every day. It's just kind of an honest reflection. You know, when you look at your past and where you came from and where you are now, kind of thing. It's just wild. But I want to ask you guys something. Do you think starting at 5 a.m. makes sense? Would it actually make things easier, or am I just signing myself up for being exhausted? I mean, I do love me some coffee, though. Would it, you know, because I know a lot of you are doing it too. You know, I'd love to hear what your routine looks like. Drop it in the comments below. And if you're new here, this is our real everyday life on our 2-acre homestead in Florida. Chickens, ducks, goats, rabbits, and a cow, and a garden, and dogs, and cats, and lizards, which I didn't even mention, and a snake. Good grief. And we're figuring it out one day at a time. We will see you in the next one.